Good afternoon. So we are back for the final part of the Temu haul, finally getting it done. Okay, so I think all of this is dies, so we'll just get started and see how we do. Okay, first off we have something white to put on, a little pocket tag. So this part here will fold up, and then you'll have a pocket at the front. Obviously you've got a floral die as well if you want to cut that out, and then we've got a little slot at the top to do ribbon or whatever you fancy. This here with these end bits on either side, that allows you to make the pocket thicker, like dimensional, and also panel it with cardstock. So they've added all the dies in so you can do all the layering with it as well with the pattern papers, so that will be good fun. Again, that would be cute if you're putting like a little chocolate bar or something in there for Valentine's. Very nice. Then we have a large tag die. So this has two tags in it. The larger one and the smaller one in the middle. I liked it because they're square. Well, slightly past square, more rectangle, but the lace detail, the stitching, and all the different ways of layering it. I just thought it was really pretty with the top of the tag detail like this rather than just your generic one. So I think that will be good fun. Very simple die. This one is just a little box with a tuck closure for this to tuck into to keep it closed. Very simple and easy. I grabbed a couple more of these tear like pull tabs to open gifts and like the lip balm things we spoke about in the previous parts, but these are slightly narrower, so they're slightly smaller, and I've got two different lengths, so that's handy, as the other ones are quite large. This here I'm going to pull out because it's hard to see the way that they've put it in the bag. Oh, good grief. Here we go. Okay, so this one, we've got a few different hearts. We've got two hearts here, and then you've got the shadow behind them, same here but slightly smaller. Then we have a heart cluster on this side, and then down here we've got the word love, I believe, and there's a little heart on the end of it. Nice little set, and it could be added to any cards or projects. Then we are onto some more bows. Again, I'll open this because of the way it's been packaged. Okay, I've been buying lots of bow dies recently, you may have noticed. These layer up, so these top bits go onto here, this with this, and so forth and so forth and so on. That is this set. I liked these because they're slightly smaller. Some of the dies are huge, so I just wanted a bit of a variety going on. Okay. Then we have a rosette die set. I'm going to have to open this too because you cannot see it. I know they're not going to package it so it's visible, but if it was this way around I could have kept it in the bag. These here are for rosettes, so you've got your little middle detail piece. This one's got a kind of pointed edge with some holes cut into it. You've got your scallop rosette, and then these ones have more detail on again, so you could do several of these and put them all together and make a large rosette if you wanted to. Then we are on to, oh, there is something else, but other than dies, it's a very, very small set of white pearls, adhesive pearls. I used to have some really big ones that I didn't get much use out of, so I thought it was handy to have a smaller set where they can be put as just a kind of little detail rather than a giant focal point. Good grief. Oh, for those of you that were wondering about my dog, if you saw that in the last part, she had her eye op yesterday, and I picked her up in the evening. She's actually sat behind me on my chair at the moment. She's got a little cone on, and her eye is obviously gone. It's all closed all nicely. The swelling is now going down. She's on some pain meds and things, but so far so good, touch wood. Yes. These are some more of the little stick pins that I use for bead wrapping. Then we have these. I won't take these out because you can see actually what's going on. So these are balloons with different numbers on, and then you have the balloon thread and some bows and extra little dies here to decorate them with. But they have all the numbers in, so you can do like custom ages for cards. Then we have this one. It says Make Today Epic in just a big bold font with a shadow. This one here, oh perfect. So this one is like a little box it's a bag die, and you've got the little kind of gusset seam at the bottom and the scallopy detail at the top. I'm enjoying all of these ones with all the layering dies that go with it, so you can put all the pattern paper next to it. Then we've got Good Vibes with a shadow. We have Happy Easter. Oh, okay, I will pull this out because you can't see anything in there. So we've got Happy Easter for those who celebrate Easter, and we've got the shadow behind it. I just thought the font was really pretty, and I like having a focal point, a sentiment that's more of a focal point than just some tiny little thing put in the corner. This one is another rosette die, a larger one, and it's just one panel. I've got the dot detail on the edges and little scallops, and then we have some line detail a bit further in, so that'll look really lovely when it's all cut. I reckon it will look like a kind of lacy rosette. I mentioned in the previous part I will be making things with all of these so that we can have a look at what they all do. So this says Just a Note. I won't pull that out because you can see that pretty clearly. So Just A is in a bolder font and then Note is in the script, and there's a shadow with that one too. Then we have this. This is an oval with a kind of bar slat cut into it. We've got 2 dragonflies, a bow, and one that says Happy Birthday. So you could, the Happy Birthday looks like it will fit across the centre of here, and you could tuck the dragonflies in between, or put the bow in the centre of it. I think it's meant to be like a little window out of the cardstock with a stitch detail. Really pretty. Then we have this, which is, I've been obsessed watching people with memory decks craft swap, like people make memory decks cards when they do swaps with people, and then people have a whole like stack of them with everybody's details that they've done swaps with and continue to swap with, which I think is so nice. So this is a ticket shaped memory decks card, and then you've got the smaller tickets inside to layer with, but I just think that's really, really pretty. So I'm going to try and build up a collection of all different memory decks dies, because I'd like to do that, even if I use it as a way of having people's addresses written down. Just something like that would be good fun. Oh, we do have another non-die product. Let me pull these out as they're in a smaller packet. These are little flat back gems with a gold edging around them. The back is just the gold, and then you have all the different colours in the centre. Really, really cute. Rubbish on the floor. Right, then we have, this is a little wood signpost. So you have the wooden stake there and then the different arrows pointing, and the idea of that is you can then use text, you can write on it, or you could use font dies and put sentiments in, like Happy Birthday or Just a Note, something like that. Really, really cute, kind of rusticy. I just thought it was really sweet, and it's fairly small, so nice for little tags too. Then we have this one I'm going to whip out of here. It's a alphabet die set. We don't need 2 bags, let's throw that in the way. And it's also got the ampersands, the star and exclamation mark at the bottom, but they're in little squares, and the letters cut out of them. So you'll then have the square with the like space of the letter, and then also the letter. So I just thought that would be quite versatile in that you could use them in different ways. You could use the letter separately, and then use this shadow, because I think the shadow is really nice. I thought that's the idea of it. And there's also a heart here as well, which is very cute. So yeah, this one here is like a hanger die where you could thread through a little charm on a string, or you could put this at you could cut this part and then stick this together and use it at the top to store some of the projects you make. Then we have another, not a memory decks, it's like a mini album page. So you've got the holes here to do the binding on the 3 different layers, and also these layers fit into each other, as you can see. So, and it's got a little heart on, so again, Valentine's if anybody needs ideas. A script die set with a shadow and little hearts on. This is definitely a Valentine's set. So we've got sweetheart, be, love, call, mine, true, me, love, love, you. So you could have be mine, call me, me and you, love you, true love, be my sweetheart. You've got loads of options, but they're very cute, and they've got the little swirly details and hearts in the letters, so very, very cute. I like that one a lot. Next we have a little star die set. Some of the stars have like an inner layer, so like shadowing. These ones have a grid detail on it, won't cut, it's just like embossed into it. The same with this one with the dots. I just thought they were adorable, and they're not very sharp pointed stars. I often find that's the case with dies. I like the slightly rounded design of those ones. I don't know, they'd be cute if, you know, somebody is having children, popping those on a little baby card, or I don't know really, they're just adorable. You could use them in loads of different ways. Excuse the rustling, I'm fighting with this die. There we go. And there's that one. So it's a close-up. Oh, sorry, my dog just snorted. Her she's got a bit of a sore throat from having the tube down her throat during the procedure. She's just led behind me. She's worn out, bless her. Then we have a bag topper. So this will cut, and this handle will pop up, and then you fold these two sides down, and then you've got little tags to go with it, so you can tie a tag around the handle, and then you've got the little stitch detail, scallop detail at the bottom of both of those. I just thought it was really pretty for sending projects to friends. Then we have another die. This one here is a kind of just an outline shape. There's no detail in it, so you've got the larger flower, then medium and small. Again, I mentioned in the previous video, I like when there's several of the same one because it just makes it so much quicker. Next we have another, oh, I have one like this already, but I think it's a slightly larger, a little box die. If it is the same, I will be giving it to one of my friends who does crafting or is getting into crafting. Very, very cute. Then we have a pillow box die. That's this one here. So where the dots are, it folds, and then this would be the seam you glue down on, and then you've got the little flourish in the middle to use as a tab to maybe write something or put decoration on. And then you've got the cutouts for easy opening. Then we're on to this one. I will take this out because it is very hard to see. Okay. We have, this will be a little gift bag as far as I'm aware. So we would cut at least 2 of these, I believe. Oh no, you cut 2 because this is the side on here. You would cut another and it'll be the side over here, and then everything will stick together. And it'll be a little bag with a handle and the scallop detail at the top. Very, very sweet. Oh, let me put it back in there. If you're wondering why I always put them back in the plastic, it's because I have 2 dogs and they don't eat things, but I'd rather not have loose bags lying around or just dies and things that are open. Then we have, what is this? I think this is a, I don't know actually. How does this open? Oh, over here. No, over here. Okay. Right. Okay. This, I believe, will fold here, tuck up, and this will tuck up into this. So it'll be like a little flip open like book thing. You can make it as like a little card, or tuck something in there if you bought somebody like a little voucher or something. I don't know. Yeah, just a bit more interactive than just your standard card or gift bag. Then we have a script die again. This one is Valentine's again, I believe. I am going to take it out and turn it over. I find it easier to read that way. And then I'll flip it back and show you the detail. Okay, so we have got, no, that doesn't help it actually. Okay, we've got Oh Happy Day. We have got Hugs, XOXO. We've got Thanks. We've got Here For You. Oh, it's not that Valentine's themed really. Love You, Congrats, Hello. What does that say? Get Well Soon. Oh, Miss You. Sorry, I couldn't get that last one. And they all have a shadow as well, which is fab. So yeah, this isn't actually Valentine's. Some of them could be XOXO, Love You, Hugs, blah blah blah. But generally, you can use that most of the year. Fantastic. If you're wondering about the dog, she is fine. She's just making little noises behind me because She's still not feeling 100%, bless her little cottons. This here is a little pocket die. So this, you would cut this out, fold on the dotted lines, and it will kind of make a gusseted pocket. This will then stick to the bottom of the project, and the pocket can come out on like a hinge, almost like that, because of the accordion fold that you would do here. Makes sense? Next we have a large postage stamp style die. So this could be a card front, this could be a tag, and then obviously you have it in the other shapes as well. So you could do a sentiment in here, you can make a little shaker window, just really cute, and again could be used for lots of different things. I've been looking for one of these for ages. It is a gift card slot. You're okay, darling. A gift card slot which has dot detail. So let's say you have a card. In the card, we're going to get an extra piece of cardstock in a colour or just in white again. You would then cut this in where you wanted on that piece of card. Okay, then when you take it out, that will then stick to the base of the card itself, like the folding part. So you'd open the card out, stick it in the middle, write your sentiment and who it's from. Then this will be detailed, and these two slots will be cut. So then you have a layer for the cardstock. For the gift card to slide into the cardstock. You could do it out of the card base itself, but then in the back you would have kind of, if you turned it over, you would see the gift card poking through. I wouldn't like that personally, but it's entirely up to you. You could use it on a tag and all sorts of things. Then we have something Eastery, these little buns. I'm going to pull these out actually because they're very adorable. I showed these to a friend yesterday and he thought they were so cute. Let me do that. Okay, so there's 5 different bunnies, all facing different directions and doing different things. Sat on their bums, sitting up, looking to the side profile, and then that one's looking up. So if you had a little happy Easter sentiment above, that would be so cute. And they're a really nice size as well. So yep, very happy with those. And again, it doesn't have to be Easter with bunnies, but definitely works well. Then last one is this sentiment die with a shadow. It says have a good day. It is very 70s in the style it's in. The O's are flowers, and I could just see this in like a cream with like a light brown or like caramel color cardstock, and then on a nice maybe black shadow. That would look so good. Yeah. So that is the last of the Temu haul. We got through it, guys. Thank you so much if you've watched all the other parts. I really appreciate your support. A like and subscribe or drop a comment would mean the world. I am just kind of getting started with all of this because life obviously gets in the way. So if you've enjoyed the haul, let me know. I have just received an order from Spellbinders, so I will be showing you that in the next video, and I will speak to you soon. Bye!